What is up, toy fans? Kyle here, and welcome to part 2 of our Optimus Prime 2-foot-tall model kit build. Here we have issue 2. It is not going to be as involved as the first issue, which was Optimus Prime's head and the electronics and the batteries and all this stuff. In today's issue, we're actually going to be focusing on the upper right torso. Pretty much this area right there. And I can't wait to show you because we can actually start to see how nice the paint finish is on the truck parts itself, and it looks very, very nice. And you do get your magazine issue right here. This says part 2, because this is in fact part 2 of the Optimus Prime FanHome D'Agostini model kit. And this issue, it talks a little bit about, of course, the making of the movie and how Spielberg reached out to Bay. And Bay was like, nah, but Spielberg was like, yeah, and Bay was like, aye, and then they did it anyway. And it also talks a lot about the Decepticons in this issue. Last issue was Autobots. Well, today we've got Megatron, and it tells you just a little bit about his backstory. It's like a paraphrased backstory for Megatron. And then it talks about the Seekers and the toys and all this fun stuff, and then you've got Buzzsaw. And this right here is the instructions. We made it. All right, so the right half of the chest. I think this means it's time to build. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to build. And I really didn't need to close that, actually. Let's do it. All right, so we're not going to need this again because this can pretty much just peel right up off of its card back. And there we go. There we are. There's all our parts. Alright, so it wants us to take this part. Oh, this is also die cast. And then there's a little plastic piece right here. Right there. And we've got our little screws too. So these are AM screws. We need AM. These look like AM. So now we're going to take this part and this just kind of falls into place right there, and now we're going to put 2 screws right there. Okay, now we take the next screw, and then we take it, and it doesn't want to come out of the baggie. All right, there we go. We're good. We are good. And now we're going to put it in. Great. There's a little piece of hair on that screw, but you know what? It's going to be okay. Because it's going to be behind the truck's firewall part thing. And that's in there. That's in there. Perfect. Boom. Step 1 is done. Alright, now it wants us to take us this large piece, and this is the chest piece, essentially. This is all plastic. So no die cast here. That's fine. And this part is just going to slide in. The piece that we just screwed in is going to latch onto right there. Ideally. But that's kind of scary. I don't want to break it. This seems very easily breakable. Step 2, till you hear a click. And push it says right here, push until you hear a click. So we're going to do that. We're just going to, all right, now push. This looks, it feels right. It says push until you hear a click. I don't believe any of those were the clicks we were looking for. There it is. Oh, that was not fun. That was scary. I was convinced that this whole piece was going to break off. That was scary, but now that it's all said and done, we can see just how big his chest is going to be, I guess. But that is a nice bit of articulation, but that was scary. Oof. This piece looks really nice. I don't think it has a window in it yet. No, it does not. And we're going to put a window in it. And this right here is the window. And we need some AM screws, 2 more. And this one's easy. So we take these 2 screw holes right there, and they go around these 2. So it goes like that. And then now we put the 2 AM screws, 1, 2, like that. And just make sure the window is kind of snug into place, because that's kind of how it's fitted. It's not necessarily lined up to fit into place via the screws, but more so the shape of the window itself. So as long as you got that, you'll be able to screw it in pretty easily. And 1 more AM screw. I'm guessing this is the last one I'm going to need for this part, because then there's only 1 left, and it's always good to have extras. But we'll find out. We will know shortly. Okay, and this should go right there. Well, this one went on okay. This one, not so much, but I don't think that'll matter. And let's clean our window just so we can see how clear it is. And there it is. There's our Optimus Prime's window. His right window. So now we've got these lights on top. These lights right here. There's 1. I'm just gonna dump all the parts. Because why not? Alright, so now we got these lights. There are 3 of them. We're just gonna dump these little parts out. They're too small, and I think we're gonna use all of them right now anyway. So no problem. It's a struggle. It really is a struggle with these little bags in my fingers. Alright, so here we've got 1. And I think we just take them and we just plug them in. I think that's it. Alright, now we've got 3 of them. And these all just kind of fall right into here. There's 1, 2. And 3. All right, and this is the last step. So this, ooh, these are tiny screws. All right, so we're gonna take these really minuscule screws, and we're going to do something that should be impossible for me. This is something that may have to be done off camera, so I'm gonna give that a shot. At long last, I finally have this done, and I never want to do this again, even though I know I'm gonna have to. That was these 2 little tiny screws and getting them into this piece and having to hold 3 different things at once. That was fun. I just want to say. And we just have one more thing we need to do, and that is to take our windshield right there and take the windshield wiper right there, and this will just plug into place. We'll get it. Sweet. And there we go. All right. And I had realized just now that I was so ready to move on with this part after I had finished it that I completely forgot to attach it to here. So let's do that real quick. There we are. And there is his chest plate. Cool. And then now here are our pieces. And this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for joining me in part 2 of our Optimus Prime build. Please be sure to join me in the next video, part 3, as we continue this Optimus Prime build journey. And if you want, I'm going to leave a description in the video for you to get your own Optimus Prime model kit, and we can go on this adventure together. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on the next video. Have a great week. Peace.